That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We've got Jess Sanchez. We've got a lot of things going on. The world is, well, let's just put it this way. There are a lot of things that I say, you go, okay, I guess when you got, like, how can I say this? People have roosters as pets, right? But rarely do you hear about a rooster with a past that may have a problem with someone at some point. We got Jess Sanchez over there. Do you know what's going on, Jess?
No, I don't. Oh my God, is this rooster like an assassin or something? Does it have like a dark history, dark past?
Well, I hate to say that, but in a way, it's got cred. This is a picture of a rooster. I'm not sure it's the rooster. Here's the headline: Irish rooster with a violent past kills. Did you get that? With a violent past kills. And you're thinking, okay, you know that some roosters, they train them in certain parts of, the U.S. and even like Mexico to like attack each other, right? And they bet on these things, right? But rarely do you hear about where they kill a man with the attack of the back of his leg. That's according to a court. It says a victim suffered from a puncture wound on his lower leg caused by a rooster relocated to his place of residence after attacking a child. So this rooster has had a bit of a problem, Jess.
Yeah, I can sound. Oh my God. All I have to say is the moment a chicken or a rooster looks at me funny, it's getting deep fried.
It says an Irish inquest found that a man who died in April 2022, okay, so this is a while back, was attacked by a rooster with a history of attacking people, according to records, or according to reports. The Irish Examiner in Cork, Ireland, reported that Jasper Krause was allegedly attacked by a Brahma chicken that was moved to his property in Ballina Slough after it attacked a child. So it already attacked a child. I guess it didn't kill the child, thank God. Then it got moved to Ireland. So I didn't even know they did this in Ireland, Jess, but that kind of makes sense according to some movies that have, that happen. You all right, Jess? What are you finding?
Okay, so I'm used to this traditional chicken rooster, okay? The stuff we see on TV
Yeah.
or whatever. Okay, this Brahma chicken thing, um, no, that's like bigger than a dog.
No, you're seeing like one of those fake things. Anyway, Garda Brown said during the judicial inquiry that he responded to reports of a sudden death on April 28th, 2022. And when he arrived, he spoke to paramedics who said CPR attempts to revive the victim were unsuccessful. Brown said the man, later identified as Krause, was on the ground in the kitchen in a pool of blood with a wound on the back of one of his legs. Okay. So I see that. People are like, what just happened? Right? He's dead. Like, you think of all those, like, shows that have, like, a investigator, like, okay, what could be the cause of death? I don't know. I think it's chicken. Like, how Corey O'Keefe, who was a tenant at Krause's house, told his daughter, Virginia Geenan, what happened. When Krause's daughter arrived at this house, she saw blood on the floor before his CPR, according to a newspaper. Krause had a puncture wound on his left leg and trailed blood from the house to a chicken coop outside. That stupid chicken rat. The daughter said during the judicial inquiry that she realized the chicken must have caused her father's death. Wait a minute, I got questions now. Was it a chicken or was it someone putting it onto a chicken? Jess?
That is a good question. I also was not aware that chicken have little spurs on the back of their leg, like little claws.
That's
So
true, because they make them fight. Yeah,
I
yeah.
was not aware of that.
Yeah, it
But
says, yeah, and they put metal ones, and yeah, they do a lot of things for they make chickens weird. Anyway, it says so this is a judicial inquiry. That's what's kind of coming up. The daughter said, I have questions on this report. I'm like, I don't know. Said she suspected it was the chicken with blood on its claws because it had attacked her own daughter previously. Do you think she pinned it on the chicken, Jess?
she very well might have. That would be a crazy story. But have you Googled these Brahma chickens?
Again, just wait. So the reporter from the newspaper reported, just is like, please help. There's a problem with the Brahma chickens. It says a reporter that O'Keefe was questioned about the incident and said he returned home from work at 8 a.m., fed the animals, asked Krause how he was doing before heading off to bed. A little while later, O'Keefe reporters Krause was screaming for help. When O'Keefe went to see what was going on, he said he saw blood spurting from a large wound on the back of Krause's calf, which also had 2 other scratches. He quickly called for emergency services, was talked through CPR for about 25 minutes, then paramedics arrived. Krause went in and out of consciousness. O'Keefe reportedly said he said the word rooster. On his diet. You know what? I'm so sorry. I should shut up right now. I know, I'm being really bad. But you know, like those movies where they say, tell me now before you die. And they're like, and they go one word. That's the one word he could get out. Rooster. Krause was pronounced dead at the scene. The coroner recorded the death as misadventure or an accident, describing the incident as a dreadful experience for the family. Oh, God, coroner. The newspaper reported that just before the end of the judicial procedure, Krause's daughter said there should be support for people in this type of situation when it comes to cleaning up the mess. Okay, she added that if it were a murder, there would be help to clean it up. I don't know. I call this story kind of suspicious. I don't know, Rooster. I don't know. What do you think? Chime in. Let us know in the comments below what you think. All right, Jess, what's going on in the world?
Yeah, no, like I said before, I do not trust chickens. I do not trust birds. They were they were dinosaurs back in the day, so you can't trust them.
Well, actually, that's true, actually. You know, there are roosters that go a little crazy. Like, look, I know they've said pigs can eat people. I've heard that. Did you see the alligator thing, Jess?
Oh my God! Please don't tell me it ate somebody.
Well, that's kind of the problem here. So I saw it. I saw a news report, and I was like, okay, you know, they found an alligator. That's what I saw. But this one, again, in Florida, obviously, an 85-year-old woman was killed by an alligator yesterday. Yeah, according to state wildlife officials. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission and the St. Lucie Sheriff's Office responded to a call about an alligator bite in St. Lucie County, Florida. Officials recovered the woman's body, and the alligator was captured by a nuisance alligator. I like these words that they're giving these animals. He's such a nuisance. He's so cute. Trapper. Oh, got it. Okay, but I got to read the rest. Wait till the end. Was captured by a nuisance alligator trapper. Okay, got it. Okay. So he's an alligator trapper that's a nuisance? I don't get that. According to the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the representative for the agency said in a statement, our thoughts and deepest sympathies are with the family and friends of the victim. According to the FWC, serious injuries that stem from alligators are rare in the state. Yeah. The St. Lucie Sheriff's Office and Florida and Wildlife Conservation Commission did not respond to the request for comment from ABC. Sunday, a 4-foot alligator was removed from, this is the one I saw, from a lake. This is in a whole different area. Okay, so there's like alligators everywhere for some reason. In Brooklyn, New York, city officials have said. You know all those stories where they say there's like, you know, alligators in the sewer? I think it's true now. I think we're going there. I don't know how and why, but there you go.
Oh yes, I remember those stories. You know what? That they made one of my favorite movies back in the days in the '80s about a giant alligator in the sewers. So much fun. Didn't end well.
Well, they never do. According to the New York City Department of Parks and Recreation, the alligator was very lethargic, possibly cold, shocked, since it is native to warm tropical climates. Are people taking them from an area and then raising them and then they're like getting out? Because that happens, right? Snakes do that. In August, an 88-year-old woman was killed in a apparent alligator attack in South Carolina. Again, people, you know. When she was gardening near a pond in Sun City, Hilton Head, an adult-only community, and slipped in, according to the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office and the Department of Natural Resources. Officials said that the alligator, a 9-foot, 8-inch male, was euthanized. Oh, I see that happening. An elderly woman in Florida was killed in July. Again, doesn't happen periodically. After she fell into a pond and was attacked by 2 alligators. Oh, they teamed up. Yeah, they do that. Alligators are active during spring and summer because when temperatures rise, their metabolism increases and they look for food. Well, it's still kind of winter-ish, so I don't know about that. Anyway, long story short, Jess, you got to be careful. Now, did you hear, since we're talking about animals, I think it's appropriate. Did you hear about the bat? They're calling it the $200,000 bat. Have you seen that?
No, I have not. Like an actual like winged animal thing?
Yeah.
No. No, I'm actually really curious about this.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, so there was a report, and I saw it yesterday, and I was like, okay, and it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, but here it is, okay. It's kind of what you think, but it's not what you think. And I say this, Jess, if you had to get a shot for rabies, how much do you think it would be?
Like how much it would cost, or how much? What?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Probably like a couple $100.
You know what, Jess? Thank you for saying that. Thank you. And I think honestly, people just need to go, oh, what was it before 2020? Pretty sure it was that, Jess. Pretty sure. Thank you for saying that. That's called logic. I think we lost logic after 2020. I don't know what happened. I think coronavirus got to the brain of some, and some numbers all of a sudden like multiplied a lot. This happened in Solano. It's kind of a big deal. A county couple went to the hospital for rabies shots after finding a bat in their house, and the bill. But I gotta say this. According to the report that they said, there was a bat, and I don't know how the bat got in the restroom, but there was a bat in the restroom. Okay, now some people like bats, and they're so cute. But somehow someone recommended that since they came in contact with a bat, they should get a rabies shot. So like, okay, safe than sorry. All right. That's when it went weird. They got a bill for a lot, and they said, "Are you kidding me?" And so far, they've been like getting followed up on, and honestly, the hospital's like, "What? What do you want us to do?" So they're not really cooperating. They're like, "That's the thing." In total, they charged for like more than one visit for a shot, which they really didn't need, Jess. They didn't need because the bat didn't bite them. If a bat bites you, then you need a rabies shot. Being around a bat for a little, not a big thing. And then the question is, did it even have rabies? Why is this such a big thing? Because evidently it cost $200,000. You're welcome.
Okay. That took an extremely left turn. $200,000
Do
bat.
you know how much you could do with $200,000? Why does this hospital need $200,000 for a couple shots for rabies? Jess, you know how many people get rabies shots every single year and they don't ever pay this much? What is this hospital doing? Are they dumb?
Right. I don't know. They probably got government prices, but I can't see how.
This is how we make our money back on the people of people.
I can't see how a couple shots of that would. Oh my God!
Now I will say this. I think they're taking advantage of the healthcare system. Okay, 100%. Because now thank God they had insurance. I would say negotiate your bill if you have a bill like this. Yeah. But they said they billed the insurance that much, and they had to pay out of pocket $3,800. But $200,000, I don't think they even stayed. It says tens of thousands of people each year receive a series of shots to prevent rabies after possible exposure. It normally costs, I didn't even know it was this high. I think this is too high. A couple hundred, I get. $1,200 to $6,800 for rabies. Who is the salesperson that's like making money on this? I guarantee there's someone making money on this, Jess. It's not like we have a shortage of supply of rabies shots,
Yeah. Oh my God! I thought you were joking. Nope.
No, I'm not. This is the weirdest stuff. This is real. Vacaville. And the lady there that they reached out to said North Bay Health does not engage in the practice of discussing patient billing matters. But they already got released. In some news agencies, they get called, they follow up. We don't do that. We don't have the time. But some news agencies have the time, and they do that. They're like, consumer report, dun-dun, right? And so they did this. And so they reached out for them, and they're like, no, we can't give that information. So they conveniently did that, even though they still release information about people all the time. So I don't know. I got questions on this. Anyway, there you go. That's a story. Be careful. Evidently, animals are making people have to pay a lot right now. So, including their life. Including, who knew? A rooster. Who evidently was very mad. He's like, what? So there you go. We're going to take a quick break. Careful where you go, man. This chicken's on the rise. Oh, man. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned, Jess. Stay tuned.
When you want the best performance for